Fairfax County is a premier place to live, work, play, and raise a family. However, sometimes affording to live and work here can be challenging. For 25 years, the Affordable Dwelling Unit program has made affordable housing an attainable reality for low and moderate income residents across Fairfax County.
The economic climate in the 80s was booming. Land costs were going up. The county was prospering, but we saw at the lower ends of the economic scale, land and housing was becoming increasingly unaffordable. And as we looked at the long-term plans for the county, we wanted to make sure that the people who were working here would have a place to live here, wouldn't have to have long commutes. It just worked in so many ways. I chaired a task force called the Affordable Housing Task Force, where we tried to look at the root causes for the rising costs in housing. I had a ready and willing partner in Kate Hanley. So it was a bipartisan operation. I was a very strong Republican. She was a very strong Democrat. We sat down with the building industry and we looked at a group of incentives we could put together that could give them extra density if they were to build affordable housing.
The task force worked for quite a while to work on the issues about how we could get this into the zoning ordinance so that it wasn't a question at every rezoning of the board, so that it was built in as a requirement that you would have affordable dwelling units in return for some extra density. It couldn't be just a taking, it had to be a balance. We assume today that if we have zoning ordinance amendments, it comes to the Board of Supervisors, they do it, they amend it, it's done. This one, because we're a Dillon Rule state, again, a Mother May I state, we had to have our zoning ordinance approved by the board and then approved the same zoning ordinance. If this was a word for word thing by the General Assembly, that was the only way we were given permission to do it. That sounds easy, it wasn't. The lesson here is, I believe, that even if it's hard, you have to address issues like this. And if you get people of goodwill who want to address the issue but are willing to compromise, to understand that the result might not be everything they wanted, but it's better tomorrow than it was yesterday, that it is worth doing and worth taking steps to move forward.
The Affordable Dwelling Unit program requires housing developments in certain construction types with 50 or more units to set aside 12.5% of the units as affordable housing. In return, developers receive a bonus density of up to 20%. The ADU program includes units for rent and for sale and serves households earning 50 to 70% of the area median income.
The individuals that are served by the ADU program include a number of people from our community. It was determined that people that were coming to Fairfax County are people that have lived here all their lives and are entering the workforce, such as teachers, policemen, firemen, that they could not afford to live in Fairfax County, and so this is one of the areas that this program was designed to help with, not only those individuals but people in the private sector as well. We did one development where we actually created a small program within the program. We found that the fire department was in dire need of EMT employees. They could find the qualified people, but it would be very difficult for them to move to Fairfax County on their initial salary. And we worked with the fire department to provide units available to the fire department training program so that those individuals could actually live in Fairfax County and feel like they'd become part of the community, and then after a period of 2 years they would move on to find other housing. That was a very successful program, and it made people understand the importance of the diverse community that this program could serve.
ADUs then can be located in transit centers, job centers. They can be located in suburban areas, older areas, areas that are redeveloping and becoming cool new places. You can find ADUs throughout Fairfax County as a result. For those who participate in the program, those who are renting, simply go to multifamily development that has affordable rental ADUs and work with the leasing agent there. For those who are purchasing though and buying a home, they do come to the Department of Housing and Community Development. They come to the Home Ownership Resource Center, and someone will work with them and guide them through the entire process. When they buy an ADU, it has to stay affordable for 30 years. At the end of 30 years, if they stay there, they own the home and they own it at market value. But the reality is in Fairfax County, people don't stay in one place for 30 years. So we see turnover probably every 7 to 12 years. And the ADU program is a nice stepping stone for folks who are just getting started in their home ownership.
The First-Time Homebuyers program is a component of the Affordable Dwelling Unit program and provides opportunities for low to moderate income households. Nearly 3 years ago, Kim Jo was homeless, but today she's a proud homeowner in Fairfax County.
I'm very thankful that Fairfax County have this first-time homebuyer program to help the family like me. Probably you think about that is a lot of paperwork you have to do, but don't afraid to do it because you have to think about when the one day you got your own house, you will happy. And I have my own place, and my daughter can stay in the same school until graduation from high school. My daughter go to college, and she have more stronger financial. Then probably we move to new bigger house. Then the house can help the next family.
In honor of the 25th anniversary of the ADUs, Chairman Sharon Bulova designated July 31st as Fairfax County Affordable Dwelling Unit Day, reaffirming the county's commitment to diverse, affordable housing.
As development changes, as our lifestyles change, as our growth patterns change, so are our ways of providing affordable housing, and the ADU set the tone for Fairfax County's culture, the way that we live. We live in a world in Fairfax County where people of all income levels are able to live together within their own community.